I'm Nosh from FishOn TV. It is Sunday the 4th of July. I can't forget that one. Went out last night. Happy birthday, Mummy. Yes, how old was she? You're not supposed to tell anybody, but she was 79. Good old lass. Had a good night. Right, what am I doing? We are here at Sally Walshes for the Sally Walshes Feeder Cup, organised by David Wood himself, Bagup TV. What a mighty man you are. And I've just seen him. I wish I'd take my camera down. I might still be able to get a photograph if I get there in time. But he got the little camping stove out. He got the bacon, the sausage, the baps, the lot. He's doing a right feast down there, bless him. Now, fair play to him. Today it's supposed to be persisting it down again, but look at it, can't believe it. It's 15 degrees, looks lovely. I'm sure the rain might turn up, it's supposed to do, but absolutely glorious. I've got my jeans on. I might just take my shorts down with me just in case. It is pretty warm all day. Warm, not warm, Alan. Come on, get your English right. Right, feeder only. You can feed by feeder only. I'm not sure how many there is of us. I think it's 20 or 24. I can't remember exactly. But there are some very keen, mighty fishermen here today. Can't believe how early they all are. I mean, I'm 2.5 hours early and I'm one at last. Can't believe it. Keen as mustard, the lot of them. Graham Walls down there, Matt Mallier, David Wood, of course, and myself, and a few others. I haven't really had a right good look round who's there. It was a great little match, not last year because of COVID, the year before. There is carp in here, but I'm not carp fishing. I don't think there's that many. There are bream in here, but they've not been showing, apparently. There's been one or two coming out by the carp guys. There are catfish in here, and apparently they think they've spawned or somebody's put some in. There's a few little small catfish coming out. But hopefully, predominantly, roach, skimmers and bream is what I'm after. So, literally home last night at 10 to 7. Taxi picked me up at 15:15. A quick bath and out. So my gear is still in the van from yesterday. I took my bait out, just made sure all that was okay. I'm just going to make do with the rods that I've got set up. So bream and roach, a May setter, hybrid feeder. I'm not sure. We'll see. We shall see. I think anything from, £10, £12 going to put you in the frame somewhere, maybe. But it could throw a surprise up. There could be £20 or £30. And if there's a big carp caught by mistake, because I'm pretty sure they'll all be fishing for those silvers, you just never know. It could be bumped up out of the £10. Favoured areas. Last time I've been, peg 1. In the corner. I think it's framed every time. But Dave said he had to walk around. It's been fishing quite difficult, we've heard, so... But it's one of those venues. I'm not going to say it's a natural venue, but it's not predominantly stocked with carp, so you're pretty much guaranteed to catch. So there you go. It's an interesting day. So I'm going to get my gear. I've given me sausages. I'm going to nip down and have a sausage butty, and then I'll video. Well, it depends how he does the draw. If it's just sat in his car and just shouting your numbers out, then I'm not going to bother. But we'll find out where we are in the draw. Which way is the wind blowing? Away from peg 1. Don't know, the fish might be down at the other end, you just never know. This side, the car park side, yeah, there's been 1 or 2 weights come off there, but not brilliant. Dave's never really liked it that side when he's fished it. I think he had £2 when he fished there last time. I fished the other side, I had £4.5. I was a bit late catching on to just catching those roach, if you remember, quite close in. So it's going to be a short approach. Don't think I'm going to be baiting up heavy neither. Every time I've done that, it's not really worked. So I'm just going to build swims, I think, today. That's my plan. I might put a couple of feeder fulls on another line. See how I feel when I get there, see what the peg looks like. Looking forward to a nice day's fishing. Again, 2 days in a row. Right. Me done yappeting. Let's get ready. We'll see you down there. Right then, folks, I have drawn peg 3. Not a bad area this, so I'm pretty upbeat about it. I mean, there's peg 1 and 2 to my left. We've got Sean and Tony, Sean Stokes and Tony Briscoe, I think, if I've got it right way around. Sean and Tony way on 1 and 2, and Dave Clarkson to me right. Not a bad area, I'm quite happy. So I'll let you have a look at my peg. Dead simple approach. I'm not going to entertain going for these carp that are in here. It's mainly bream, skimmers and roach that we're after, perch, things like that. Some hybrids, I know there's a few hybrids. Dave has drawn the same peg as last year where he had £2. I've just been round to he's not happy because he got me some pinkies because none of my shops had any, so just been around. So I've got a bit of a sweat on actually now. It's really humid and I've got a right sweat on. So I've only gone for a 2-rod approach. I'm not going to complicate it. Doesn't need to be complicated. Here we go, look, have a look. Right, I've gone for 16 metres here, short line, and I've gone for 30 metres on the long line. That's pretty much it. I don't really fancy going too short because of the mussel beds that were here last time. So I'm not gonna put loads of bait in. Everywhere I've fished so far, loads of baits, put them off, and I don't see why it should be any different today. So I'm going to put a couple of feederfuls long, and I'm not going to put anything short. I'm just going to have like 2-minute casts and just build the swim up as I would with, say, a maggot feeder. In fact, I might even try a maggot feeder today. So I'm just looking. I'm just looking at. I keep thinking I keep seeing fish, but I think there's just waves bouncing off down wall coming back up or something. I don't know. I thought there were fish. In fact, at the 30-metre line, I've just seen a fish top. Not a big one, only a little one. So dead simple approach. I'm going to start off with just on maggot. I've got maggots. Let's have a look. Here we go. So I always like to bring micros here. A lot of carpers come here, so introduce micros. Very fish mealy, a lot of F1 sweet in there. Casters, dead reds. I know these are coming to life. They've been in my fridge, but once they come back to life again, they'll be going in my maggot feeder. They're just about there. And some pinkies that I've just put in a little maggot box. And obviously we've got some worms in there. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep it as simple as that. Try and keep busy, in and out, try and catch 1 or 2 fish. So I think it's 5-man sections. I forgot how many was here. I think there's about 20 of us here. Have a look round. All the way across there. All the way across there. Onto the dam walk behind the tree, and then all the way down this side here. And all that is empty peg. There's no... Oh, there's some carpers. There's some carpers over there somewhere. And that's it. So we'll get the camera set up. We're away in 7 minutes. Get the camera set up and we'll see if we can get a few fish in the net. I don't know what's going to win it today. Could be anything from 10 in the frame, I think I said earlier, up to 20 to 30 pound. So we shall see. Everywhere's been fishing funny this year. So I don't really know what to expect. Just keep busy, keep putting fish in there. Right, there's an hour in. Set off, great. I fed me my long line. I put 2 or 3 feederfuls out there, and I've just topped it up with a smaller one. But I went straight onto my short line just to build the swim up. Fish first put in. Skimmer about 6 hours. And then I've had a roach, a few more skimmers, an hybrid, and just had a little skimmer. But I got 5 fish in 5 chucks. I thought we're going to have a right day, and it's just gone. It's just stopped. I've cut the particles out for a couple of casts, and I had 1 or 2 bites. I've just had to change the bloody hook length because it got caught on that mussel bed. Casting it same spot, and then suddenly I get into a snag. What's all that about? But Sean and Dave, they're getting 1 or 2 fish. Sean and Tony, sorry, to my left, and Dave to my right. I think he's had a few bites. Seems to be fishing quite difficult. They are tiny little bites, but the ones I had to start with were just straight round. They seem to be liking the pinky. So set off great first 20-25 minutes. I've probably only got about £1.5 pounds, maybe a little bit more. But I thought I were in for a right day, and then it's just stopped now, so I'm due to bring this one back in. Just give it a twitch. I've just put a slightly longer hook length and just have a look. There we go. That just promoted a bite, that. It's amazing how that works. Put a slightly longer hook length on, hoping that the fish, if they are up in the water, they'll follow it down. And it's not that deep here. There we go. Not at all a skimmer. I keep thinking I've got my cap on, and I haven't. But yeah, just amazing, isn't it, how that little twitch, I was 20 seconds away from my time. There we go, nice little skimmer. And just gave it a little twitch. I've been having 2-minute casts, I'm not leaving it any longer than that. And what I have done as well, the other change I've made is I've put a smaller feeder on. I don't want too much bait going in all the time. The same little theory as, you know, give them less options for particles to eat. Hopefully one of them being yours. That's why sometimes I'll put just ground bait in, so there's only mine as a live particle. We due some bloody rain again. Luckily yesterday my gear dried out with that couple of hours that we had at the end of yesterday's match. Excuse me, I've eaten something this morning, and it's just got stuck in my throat. I must have been coughing for half an hour, right sweat on. It's just about calmed down now, so there you go, just a tiny little feeder. But I'm in and out all the time. It's an 80 centimetre hook length. Just a little chunk there. Wasn't even having time to put the timer on at one point. The first few casts, it was just boom, straight round. And it's quietened down a little bit now. But I'm happy with that, so I'll bump that up to £2. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but £2 an hour is going to give me £12, which might put you in the frame. I think you're going to need 18 to 25, I think, to win the match. What I could do with a couple of those slabs on the long line, but what I've found here, even on the long line, you tend to just get those small ones. But I have had slabs fishing like this, short and long. When I came with Dave one at Days, I think I had about 3 or 4 of them, round about £5 or £6 a piece, so I could do a couple of those. Oh, it's really bugging me. So there it's been in a minute. I'll give it another twitch. And see if that promotes a little bite. I don't know what's going on over there. I've not heard anybody shouting that somebody's bagging anywhere. You just never know with this lot. Everything's a secret. Right, that looks like that's not going to go. We do another cast. Well, this time I'm not going to put any particles in this time. I've been putting a maggot in a maggot and a schoolboy error, what are you doing now? Maggot and a pinky on. I've been getting them on pinkies, one maggot and a pinky. The pinky seems to be... What the heck is going off? I've got this longer hook length. Well, it's catching me everywhere, isn't it? And look at the little ducks. Yeah, little ones. It's a nice little cast. Oh, it's slight indication there. Trust bloody piece of reed to go right under my tip. Just had a right little tap. Maybe I should have struck at that. There we go. Positive pull. And it was like this right from the off, and it's been a good half hour since it's been like this. He's a lively little roach. He comes swimming in at warp factor 9. But I've had a couple of roach. I keep thinking I've got my cap on. I'll disgorge you. I've had some roach like three times the size of that. So that's, oh, how many have I had now? About 7 or 8 fish, something like that. Oh, I've done it again. No hair on neither. Right baldy today. Feel like Matt Pilley. No, he literally ain't got any hair, has he? Sorry, Matt. Right, so we'll get back out there. You've seen what I'm doing. That was with no particles in the ground bait there. I don't keep doing that, because I do think you've got to keep having some particles going in, but I can control the amount that I put in. And I've been looking at some feeders that these lads have had today. They're some whopper droppers. I've not gone down that line. I've gone on building a swing up steady. There we go. He's a casting the same spot, and now and again I'll hit a snag. I'm in the same spot. Right. There you go. That's what I'm doing. I'll refeed. It's been 20 minutes since I put anything on that long line, so in another cast or two I'll just put another feeder full. I put 2 or 3 of those in to start with. I'm just topping it up with one of those now. Just saw there's some bait going in out there, but I'd love to just catch on this line all day. It is a bit quicker, so... Oh, missed that. First time I've not had my hand on it and I missed it. Right. Let's get back in. See if we can get a few more. I'm getting loads, but I just keep getting 1 or 2. I've had another 3 since I spoke to you. Oh, it's twisted round. Twisted round its fin. Another skimmer. Loads of slime. Here we go. So, lively that, did you hear that? Steady away. I'm due to put another pound on. I've got about just over 3 pounds now. And we're an hour and a half in. So, oh, another thing, if you want to get that slime off, put it on your leg. Just keep rubbing it until it all comes off. And loads on there. There you go. Slime free. Easy way of doing it. Right, let's get back in. Well, it's here, folks. Bloody rain. Again. got my brolly up, so it's blowing into us a little bit, so it is getting a little bit around my bait tray where everything's covered up. I've got that bait system, so all my ground bait's covered up and what have you. I'm up to about 12 or 13 fish now. Keep losing count whether it's 12 or 13. They've only been tiddly little skimmers though, but Tony in the corner, I think he's had a couple of bream. And if I heard him right, I actually think he's been catching on mussel. There you go. Now, I've not tried my long line yet. I've refed it about 10 minutes ago. I'm planning on trying a bunch of maggots, worm, see if we can pick a bream up out there. So that's your little update. I just thought I'd let you see this. Oh, I missed that. Right, I'll just have my hand on it again. It seemed like a little skimmer bite again. I just had to let you see the weather come over. But we're steady away. Definitely going to need some bream now. That is for certain. So I'm not going to catching these tiddly ones unless the half-pounders turn up and I start catching them quite regular. I've heard there's a guy to the right that's had a bream, and I think he's into another one. So it could be time to go on the long line. That's where the catching. So I'll give this a little rest. I was just waiting to see when people start catching on a long line. I think I could be due to go on it anytime soon. Right, there you go, that's your little update. I've probably got about just over £3, I think. I could do with a nice 4 or 5 pounder just to bump that weight up. Right, it's gone funny on the short line, so I've just gone onto the long line, first cast. Actually a little bit right of where my bait was, so I just thought I'd give it a minute or two. And it's gone round. Oh, that was a nice skimmer. Bloody hell, nobody likes to see that. Nobody. Oh, damn it. Hook bent round. The maggot bent round the bloody hook. That has not got hold of it properly. Damn it. Right, we'll give it another go. Right, I got it wrong. He's had skimmers in the corner and he's been catching on the mussel beds. I thought I heard him say he got a bream in the corner. But apparently it's peg 5 that's had a proper bream. So I'm assuming it's about £5-ish. So I've got, like I said, just over £3. Lost that one. That was a shame. Well, that would have been pushing 12 ounce to a pound. I'm on my 3rd or 4th cast out there. I've been giving it 5 minutes out there. I had another indication. I've not had any indications on the last 2. It's been in 4 minutes. Got a little dendron on. Capped off with a maggot. Just see if we can pick a bream up. If I don't have anything on this cast, I'm going to go back on the short line. I remember last time I was catching on bits of worm quite close in. So I'm going to put some bits of worm heads and stuff. Just see if we can get anything on that. And just hope some bream turn up somewhere. I'd be happy catching the half-pound skimmers though, to be honest with you. Don't know how anybody else is doing. There's quite a few people sat like I am now with their hands on their hips and their hands on their knees. Just don't know, just can't see enough people to know if anybody's doing any good. Sean says he's got 4 outside of me. How many you got, Dave?
Only a couple. Out.
A couple. I've about 12 or 13 bits. Yeah. So that's where I've got. He's got a couple. He's got a few skimmers in corner. That £5 bream is the best I've heard so far, but no idea how like Graham Wall's doing and all that lot down further down, Matt Mallier. Don't know how Woody's getting on.
You what, sorry? Yeah. So yeah, I've had a few bites with the sound of it, so I'm going to go back on the short line, see if I can pick a few more bits up. I just had a little skimmer on the bit of worm and a pinky, and I'll just put that in. Oh no, another 6 or 8 ounce skimmer. After 30 seconds, that straight round, proper bite. There we go, 8 ounce I'll give that. As you can see, a bit of worm and a pinky. Get in. I'll put myself another pound on now. Takes me up to 4. Get the slime off. Let's have a look at that. There's a slime there. I'll leave that on. We shall leave that on. Stick another live pinky on. Bloody worm's getting in way now. We'll give that another go. Right, let's see if it happens again. Proper bite as well, straight round it was. Could just do with the mums and dads turning up. Mums and dads, big slabs. Well, that had gone by now. Typical camera on. It's still got that tickle in my throat. Brown sauce, I think it was, or something. I don't know. And well cooked, Dave, by the way. Nice sizzling sausages. Easy to say if you ain't got a lisp. Right. There we go. Let's hope that goes round. Nothing on short line for a while, so I just went literally a flick, underarm flick. Rest of the short line, just gone on it, put 2 bits of worm on, and it's gone round after 30 seconds. There we go. That's not bad at all. Proper bite as well. Can't believe that's gone down its throat. I was holding the rod and everything. I got you. Nice little skimmer. So we'll try that again. Right, all right, the worm on. It's gone round after a minute. And I went into another skimmer. Nice one. That's 6 or 8 ounce again. There we go. Just got to keep plodding away. It's going round, doing the rounds now that somebody's got 3 bream. So will that be somebody who's on a hybrid feeder that's just sitting it out waiting? We'll find out at the end, but I'm just going to keep catching these. I need to try my long line again. I'll put a couple of worms on out there, see if we can Let's see if we can hook into a few bream. Right, 2.5 hours to go. Tony Corners admitted to about 8.5 pound. Sean says it'll be more like 15. I've got about not far off 6, I wouldn't have thought now. Dave at side me's, I've not seen him catch out for ages. Like I say, somebody's admitting to 3 bream further down there, which I think they'll probably have caught on method or hybrid. So there's a few bream needed to win the match. I'm in a 5 peg section. It sounds like, I'm not sure how peg 5's had a bream. So I'm probably in 3rd place in section at the minute. But you just don't know what people's got, and to be honest with you, I'm saying £5, it might be £6, I don't know. I find it hard to judge these tiddlers. So we keep putting 1 or 2 fish in net. I'm due to go back out on the long line and see if we can find a nice bream out there. And that's it. There you go. Oh, and Sean at side me's got about 4.5. Wowzers, fisher people! I was wet through. Apart from peg 1, about the longest what you can have there, and finish with a nice uphill finish across a bit of a field. Brilliant. Right at the end, just as blew whistle, it started raining. It's absolutely caned it like a drowned rat. Just getting me, if you take all your gear off, it's just pezzed it. Oh dear, I'm shattered. I'm red hot and wet through. Right, today's fishing. Really enjoyed it. It's been really good. I've had about an hour and a half, at least. It might have been a little bit longer, where it just completely died a death. Both long line, short line. I even flicked it just in front of me. Tried going a little bit right, a little bit left. Tried going a yard or so further out. Bits everywhere. Long hook length, short hook lengths. Couldn't make my mind up which was the better of the two, a short hook length or a long hook length. Got most of my fish on the long hook length, and I started missing bites, so I shortened the hook length and I had a few, and the bites dried up, so I put a longer hook length on. It still didn't make any difference. I've mainly caught, well in fact I've caught all my fish apart from the fish that you saw I lost. Decent sized skimmer, 12 ounce to a pound maybe. Don't think it would have made any difference. I needed those 6 to 8 ounce fish to keep coming a little bit longer. I've had quite a few fish, I don't know, I lost count after about 24. I've weighed in with 9 pounds. I fancied it a little bit there. I think 18 pounds last year. Won it off that. It was either that or number 2. Peg 1 came 3rd. Peg 1's had just over 11. Peg 2 has just had just over 10, and I've had 9. Dave to my right, he's had 7, and Peg 5, I've forgotten his name. Peg 5, the guy who had the proper bream, he's ended up with £12. A bit further, I think there's been another £12 on that bank. Nothing after that, and then the end Peg 17, which has won a day here before, has weighed in 17.80s. I can't remember his surname, Neil, I don't know the guy, so he's won our bank, and I think he's won the day. So well done Neil from Peg 17. I'm sorry I don't know his surname. What a mighty fisherman you are. Well done son from winning the Sally Walshes feeder cup.
my fishing, like I say, I thought I worked it okay. I fed the long line, and I was in every 2 minutes, so there was bait constantly going in. I did notice that when I cut the particles out, I started getting bites again. I also had 1 or 2 fish without any bait going in, but you had to keep putting some feed in, and I couldn't make my mind up neither with that one whether they wanted feed or whether the fish were just moving in and out of the swim. So I ended up just keeping going in and out every 2 minutes, unless I'd had a bite, and that's pretty much what I've done. I kept refeeding the long line every sort of 15-20 minutes, and I tried it about 4 times, but I think I've had 2 bites on it. But the other guys to the left have had their fish long, so why I've not had a bite, I don't know. I've done the usual thing. Worm and maggot, worm and caster, double caster, 2 maggots, single maggot, 3 maggots, as you do, and I just couldn't get a bite. I think the only bites I've had has been 3 maggots, 3 dead reds. And live maggots as well, actually. Now and again, you put a live maggot on it, seems to have a bite, but then they disappear again, and it seemed to be the pattern. I heard 1 or 2 saying you get 2 or 3, then it stops. Even though I was catching plenty of small fish, they weren't big enough to compete. I needed those 6 to 8 ounces to get into the teens, and it just didn't happen. There were 1 and 2 ounce fish that I was catching that you didn't bother recording those. But all in all, what a great day. I have got to say, David Wood, I'm glad you've done it again this year. I know you missed last year with the COVID and everything. Top job, top sausage and tomato sandwich. Can't complain at that as an idea. Well done, Dave. I think everybody's enjoyed it. It's a nice venue. Everybody gets bites. It's a tough venue. I don't think there's really big weights, but I think it's a great venue for the Sally Walshes feeder cup. So I think Dave, he thought 10 would get you in the frame. Well, it's just missed out on being in the frame for a bit of money. You needed 12. I think I mentioned teens to £24 to win it, so weren't far off. So thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, something different. It's not your commercials. It's pretty much like a natural venue. It's not stocked with loads of carp for heaving those in on the method feed. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the insights to another feeder, Sally Walsh's feeder cup. I hope David does it next year. Run it, it's gone pretty smooth, apart from the rain at the end. We've got absolutely drenched the lot of us. Well, that's Dave now, so I'll ring him in a sec. So thanks a lot, Dave. He's there, look, David Wood. If you do like my videos, folks, don't forget it's absolutely free to subscribe. If you click the notification bell, you'll get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So there we go. Thanks for watching. I'm with the old boys at Viking Pond on the Hawk Pond on Tuesday, so we'll see you there. And don't forget, guys, fish on.